Okay, ready to get going. Over the course of my career, I started at a very young age. I went into the world of foreign exchange, spent 3 amazing years in that industry. I also worked for a major data and technology company, spent an amazing 5 years in that company. I then sort of became a lot more commercially aware during that time in the company, which led me to a very unique opportunity that I was really happy to take in my mid-20s, to start a consultancy from scratch all the way to a fully functioning company that made a really significant revenue in its first year. And there I was a chief of staff. I think I was really focused on a new challenge. I'd come to a great point in my career where I'd achieved a lot of success, but ultimately felt like success wasn't leading to fulfillment. And I had a strong passion for real estate from a really young age. So ultimately, I thought this was the right step into the right place for me. I guess in different parts of my life, I'd been somewhat connected into real estate. My dad was a project manager for a big renovation project, and a lot of my family have renovation or property businesses that are connected into that world. And a fantastic conversation I had with a friend and a mentor really suggested to me that maybe I pursue being a sales broker within property. That really opened my eyes up to that world, and I guess I was sat in London applying to local real estate companies, but had a big reality check where I was like, I've just lived in Portugal for a year. I've just seen another side of the world. Why would I not allow this career to take me to another part of the world? But ultimately, I wanted to do something that I was as equally passionate about that made people happy. And I think that was a big reason why I always knew that buying a home is probably one of the biggest things you'll ever do in your life. And being a part of that journey, you've got to put smiles on faces. So that was why I think real estate was for me. So I definitely thought to myself, if I was going to make the leap into real estate, that I wanted to be in a hot market, somewhere that was thriving, there was plenty of opportunity, but also what's coming to Dubai really appealed to me. It wasn't a city I felt like I was going to miss the boat in. It's still relentlessly developing as a city, and I think that presents so much unique opportunity for what's to come, but also what's already been established. And I think also the type of people that you meet in Dubai is very unique. And I think access to those kind of people, I think really excited me. Why Engel & Volkers? I think I applied to quite a few real estate agencies. For me, the feeling I got every time I spoke to Engel & Volkers was really positive. I think for anybody thinking about making a move to a new city, especially for a career focus, one of the hardest barriers to sort of get your head around is the fact that you're not actually meeting the company before you arrive. And for me, it was really important, the feeling that was created in every interaction I have. The people that I interacted with in Engel & Volkers throughout were extremely professional, really personable, full of character. And for me, it's very important to be around people that are infectious in that way, because it rubs off on you. For me, I think a really important question that I was asked during my interview process was, what sort of properties did I want to sell and who did I want to sell them to? And to be honest with you, I felt really comfortable selling to families looking to upsize or relocation, but also investors that were looking to, say, expand their portfolios into Gulf community. I also felt really comfortable with selling apartments, selling townhouses, villas. And so I needed a community that had that kind of variety. And I thought that somewhere like Jumeirah Golf Estates really had that. So starting in January, I guess, for me, it was a fantastic start. Training was fantastic to then lead into then sitting on the desk, probably in sort of the start of February. I really sort of made sure that I came in with the right mindset to attack my area that I was going to be selling in. I think ultimately, of course, we had a very unique challenge that popped up, and I kind of braced myself that at some point along the way in Dubai, there would be a correction, and I had to adapt to that really quickly. Now, obviously, I didn't expect that correction to come in the form of the conflict, but ultimately, I think in that moment, it was very much about thinking on your feet and making sure that you pivoted in your mindset really quickly me to the fact that it was a changing market. And what do people need in changing markets? They need a strong voice, somebody to show them the pathway forward and how to approach the market in that time. But for sure, with every changing market presents amazing opportunities for clients. And in that case, I think that's where we need to sell value and not features. I think a strong start in real estate. I've managed to close 4 deals since the start of the conflict. Momentum did build because 1 turned into 2 very quickly and 2 turned into 3 very quickly. And then most recently, we've closed our 4th one. So I think very much in that sense, momentum is something so important in real estate. I think I'd amassed a great portfolio of properties to sell, and really the strong start in January and February allowed me to have some really good properties. But ultimately, I think such a supportive environment in England Bulk has really helped me to, focus on the job at hand and make that adaptation as smooth as possible. So moving to Dubai, one of the things I guess I'm most proud about is the fact that I turned an idea into action. And to be honest, it was something that I felt that I had throughout my entire career. Yeah, so in the next year, I guess for me, putting more smiles on faces, building upon, of course, like what we've done already in the market and the number of people that we've made happy through successful sales or property purchases. I think for me as well, becoming more well-known and well thought of in Jumeirah Gulf Estates for me is super important. I think what's super important for this industry is to be a trusted advisor, not just a sales broker, and having clients lean on you in times of indecision or looking for a strong voice to help lead them into whether they're expanding their portfolio or looking for an end-use property for their family. I think also I would love to work within a villa at this point in time and potentially close that within the next year. And I guess if we have a successful year, maybe end up at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix at the end of the year.